Hello.
All right, welcome to this edition of the Loud and Devoted podcast. This is the 12th hour episode. I'm Aaron Thomas, native Seahawk, and I'm joined by...
And I'm Vegas Sailor Cosplay. Not feeling too good today, so hence the mask. No, I don't have COVID, just my sinuses are acting up in the change of barometric pressure. But hopefully the Seahawks can cheer me up today with blowing out the Giants. So
Yeah, I mean, you might be blowing up chunks over there, but I'm hoping the Seahawks blow up some Giants today. So, well, welcome. I had a little back and forth this morning from somebody who actually ended up banning me or barring me or whatever you call that.
whoa,
Um,
blocking.
Blocking me, yeah, because I had mentioned that this morning I popped open my champagne and I was like, that's just what I do. I'm at home, I'm in the desert. It's
Oh
beautiful
yeah.
down here in Coachella Valley. And so I was like, okay, before the 10 a.m. games, which actually have not been that very good this morning.
Yeah, I watched
I
them.
was like, it's a good right game. We lost last Monday against the Lions. We're trying to win again. And he's like, well, we lost, we didn't have 5 or 6 guys in our defense. We lost. And this is a chance for us to get right, to start a new winning streak, by the way. That's what we're trying to
Yeah.
do.
I'm into that.
And so it is a get right game. And I'm sorry that you're a linguist. And I wasn't trying to say that because you do language for a living. I'm not trying to be upset with you for your job. I'm trying to say this is a get right game. And thank God the Giants are not that good this week. Seattle, we are 7-point favorites. Let's put that up there because I think that Seattle is 7-point favorites. It's a 42.5 point. 42.5 points is what Vegas is saying that's going to happen, which is less than the point spread. The points totaled in Detroit. What are your thoughts on this game today? You heard my thoughts on it being a get right game. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of hoping for that too, especially since we're getting Chenna and Big Cat in. It'd be nice to see them on the field together for once. I think, definitely losing most of our front 7 for the Lions game definitely affected us. I mean, the Lions are already good because they got Dave Montgomery. He just runs through your face already. And then, us not having our full strength, that was just going to be a disaster to begin with. But I'm hoping maybe since the Giants they are not the Lions, they don't have Dave Montgomery or Jared Goff, we can actually hopefully, and we're getting some guys back, we can hopefully just pummel them into the ground, just kind of, like you said, a kind of a get right game or just a game to be like, let's just dominate somebody for once. That would be a really nice change of pace. And just kind of get on a high before we go into
I mean, look at the inactives.
game.
Yeah, look at the inactives. We got Mafe out, Murphy out.
Yeah.
The other guys are backups, and that's okay. But you look at the Giants. You got Malik Neighbors, who's nothing to sneeze at. He's really good.
No, he's
you
good.
Have Devin Singletary. Singletary has been a legitimate running back this season, and he's not going to be playing today. So, if we can get into the beginning of the fourth quarter up by 17 points, 20
That'd
points.
Be awesome. Let's do that. Let's just stay ahead and be dominant the whole game. That would be a nice change of pace for us Seahawk fans who have been dying of heart attacks for the first few games, It'd be kind of nice, to have a little game where we're just like, let's just go in and pummel these guys. Like the last time we played the Giants where we had like a bazillion turnovers and just like put them into the ground. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Believe me, I would love to see Byron Murphy out there just continually to continuously develop as a defensive tackle in this league. Too bad his hamstring's not going to let him do that. But I don't really know too much about the Giants safety Johnson or their outside linebacker Boogie. Boogie.
Woogie. Oh my God, that's a great name. I love it.
Woogie. But their emergency third quarterback is not going to be playing, so they might actually going to be like, okay, we'll turn to a wide receiver because we just our first and second string guys. Okay, so is it Drew Lock? Do you think he's going to play today?
I don't know. It just depends on how Danny Dimes does. If I know if he turns over the ball as much as he did the last time the Seahawks played, we probably will see Drew Lock or something happen. But I saw a little thing on Twitter, a little video of Gino and Drew going over and hugging and stuff, saying hello. So that was kind of sweet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if we do the Giants what we did to them last time we played them. You never know. They might just throw in get tired of Danny Dimes and throw in Drew Lock. We'll see what happens. Either that
Yeah.
or we put up so much points, we're putting our backups in. That'd be nice.
I know that's the thing. I mean, that's been my
Right,
number
so
one
bad.
thing. Even when I was popping champagne this morning,
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, I was like, okay, let's not take for granted this Giants team. Let's
Yeah,
not just forget that they're in the NFL, that they've
they're
got
still an
guys.
NFL team. Anything can
They're
happen.
still,
Yeah.
yeah, they're still able to play. They're still really good. Let's not take them for granted. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
do things to cough the ball up and do
No
things that.
traps. No trap games. Let's not do that.
Well, yeah, and no wide receiver screens. You're very hesitant about that.
Yes, I don't like it.
Which players are you looking to see do well today or improve from last Monday?
I'm kind of hoping. Again, I want our defense to improve. Now, I want to see Big Cat and Shenna back in. I'd also like to see. I don't know. Woolen and Witherspoon look kind of not very good last time. They looked a little lost out there. So hopefully they'll get back to their regular form. It could be
Yeah,
because we lost. Now that could be because we lost Julian Love halfway through the game, and he's kind of the little bit of the leader, the veteran presence out there with the two young bucks.
yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe we'll see some improvement out there, and hopefully that was just like a little blip on their, because everybody has a game where they just can do no right. So and that's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on your same bandwagon. I'm not so much looking at the offensive line anymore. The
No.
offensive line did really well last week against Hutchinson and that defense.
Good Stone
I,
Forsyth, man, keeping
yeah,
Hutch in check.
but it really comes back to, you're right, that back seven, and
Mhm.
especially with Witherspoon and Reek Woolen, they don't do well unless the defensive line's doing well. That they do okay. I'm not going to say they do poorly, Witherspoon and Reek Woolen, but they do not excel. They don't, they're not so much of an impact unless the quarterback is being rattled and is trying to make the play. The only thing I would say Woolen will do, he's an okey doke kind of defensive back where it looks like his guy is wide open. All of a sudden, he okey dokes the
Yeah.
quarterback into thinking he's wide open and intercepts him. So
Yeah.
I could see that happening today.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I really do agree with you that if Big Cat and we got, of course, Derek Hall. I want to see
Derek
if he can.
Hall, he's really coming on. Yeah.
I really want to see him stack games. He did really well
Mhm.
against the Lions. He was my number one defensive impact player last week. And in such a depleted defense, I was really happy to see him step up and step
He
out.
really did.
That it would be really awesome to be able to see him stack statistics and actually go back-to-back games this week.
Amen on that one. That would be awesome.
Yeah. All right, so let's keep going. The second question is, what are some question marks that you have going into this game after the Lions loss?
Kind of. Well, kind of the same, a little bit the same on the defensive side. Even with all the guys out, it was just like, ooh, they were getting pummeled, especially in the running game. And so I'm hoping to see some improvement in that. I mean, it should be against the, should be some improvement against the Giants, especially since their top back Singletary is out.
Yeah.
But again, I would like to see a little bit of improvement from Witherspoon and Reek. Hopefully, they can kind of get back to their original form there. Yeah, I think that's some question marks. Also, kind of that. Actually, the O line did quite good, especially with Forsyth keeping Hutch in check. But there were still poor Gino was still getting pressured back there, so a lot. So I'm hoping maybe the offensive line, especially on maybe the other side, helps kind of helps him out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that for me, for me, it's about the scheme. Now, the guy that I was kind of going back and forth with this morning, I'm sorry, I'm not letting that go. when he was saying
I can get into
that,
Twitter duels too.
I know I rarely get into it, but when somebody tries to call me on the fact that this is not a get right game, that's where I get upset about it, because it is a get right game. Because I didn't think I in hindsight last Monday I should have said we were going to lose, but it would be a track meet. It would be fun to watch. That's what I should have said.
Yeah,
And
I
then
kind of had the feeling we
I
were
think
going
deep
to
down inside
lose
I knew
too,
that
but
that was going to be the case, but I didn't say that. But For
Yeah.
this week, it's like my question mark is again, it's about the fact that for the most part, the Seahawks do need, they had backups coming in last week
Yeah.
that on the defensive line that probably shouldn't be starting in this league.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely rotation guys that can come in and spell, a Leo or a Leo Williams or a Mafe or somebody and spell them for a few snaps, but they're not
Mm-hmm.
the guys that you lean on. But on top of that, though, I think our inexperience at offense and defensive coordinator really, not defensive coordinator, excuse me, offensive coordinator, where we should have had more of featured the run game last week against the Lions because, like I said, we were depleted on the defense. You should have, okay, your defense is depleted. You know that they're probably going to give up a lot of chunk yards. Let's try to keep those possessions for Jared Goff less than what they give. Instead, they did it. They were like, no way, we're gonna try to match them. And it turned out to be, we lost by, a lot of points. So you think about this week, you go up against the Giants offense that's not very good. They don't have Saquon Barkley, they don't have Neighbors, they're depleted. Their number one running back is out, Singletary.
Yeah.
Um, this is the week that you say, okay, let's put the gas and let's put our foot on the gas pedal and let's go ahead and just, motorboat them as much as we can. I call it motorboating. I know they call it
Yeah.
boat racing, but let's
Exactly.
motorboat them as much as we can and actually do that. That's the question mark I'm looking for today is, do we have the right scheme? Do we understand the
Mm-hmm.
way that our team is set up today to making sure that, okay, we don't have a few key guys on the defense, but we have enough to be able to sustain a lot of 3-and-outs today. And as you call him, Danny Dimes is not. He is an established quarterback, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of
Yeah.
a few quarterbacks that we've got to play on defense so far. But he's not that established and he's not that
Mm-mm.
great. So
No.
anyway, what are your thoughts?
Um, I'm gonna defend the offense a little bit in that
Yeah.
Lions game. I think the problem is they were kind of playing from behind almost the entire game because they were playing catch up a little bit, especially after especially after the DK fumble was the huge thing there. That then the offense was just trying to play catch up the whole game. And yeah, you can do the strategy of running a lot and keeping them off the field, but the problem is if you're going from behind, if you're trying to catch up, it's kind of hard to do that. And I think they were trying to maybe catch up, at least tie the game a little bit before they could enact that, hey, let's keep them on the thing. And actually, I think with some of the short passing stuff, they were trying to do that. They were just moving the chains for a while. Because remember, like what I like is a short passing offense just to move the change for 4 yards, 5 yards a down can be an extension of the run game.
Yeah.
The only difference is like with running, the time keeps going, but with passing, not so much. But you can still stay on the field a good long while.
Yeah.
But I think if the fumble hadn't happened, and we had to play catch up the whole time, I think they probably would have enacted more what you were thinking of. But when you're trying to catch up, it's kind of hard to take the time off the thing. So I'm gonna defend the offense a little bit on that one. Plus, it doesn't help when the referees don't give you a 2-point conversion when it clearly caught him inside and then didn't even review it. And then yet somebody told Mike McDonald that they had reviewed it, and it's like, no, that actually didn't happen.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying about the DK fumble, and I think if you're down by 2 touchdowns, I think you're absolutely right. You can't run the ball and hoping to God that you're going to catch up.
Right.
However, I just think that my question mark going into this game is, do you understand the makeup of your team, and do you understand the way you can best put them in the best position to win?
Mm-hmm.
And this week is a little bit less of that because we're so much more superior in so many different places and we're more healthy this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's, and so, are we able to make sure that those same key guys are available this Thursday and 4 short days from now? Are they able to? And that's the other big question mark. But all right, let's go ahead and
sorry.
let's go on
I
to
would say
predict.
run up that score early, then you force Danny Dimes to have to throw, and then you're going to get some more interceptions and stuff. So
yeah, I agree. Let's hope that happens, and I hope they're loud as hell today
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but like it looks like it's going to be like 90% full today. I don't know if that's true, but I think there's a lot of us that think this is going to be a cakewalk. So a lot of us didn't come to the game today.
Uh-huh.
We'll see. I don't think it's going to be nearly as loud. It's going to be on Thursday. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just economics and why people aren't going to both games. I'm season ticket holder. I gave my tickets away. I've got 2 people that are going. They're going to be nice and loud. But
Nice.
there's other season ticket holders that have their tickets up for sale, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if they're going to get them sold, honestly, because it's
Yeah.
such like, people think it's such a cakewalk. But speaking of cakewalks, what do you think of the score today? What is your prediction for
Ooh, I
the
don't know.
Giants coming into Lumen Field?
I think, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say 30-3 Seahawks.
30-3, a
Yeah.
27-point win,
Mm-hmm.
and a 33-point over under. So you're going to think it's going to be way under 42 points and way over the 7-point favorites. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go a little bit different. I differently than that. I still think they're at least an average NFL team. And from
Mm-hmm.
my statistics, most average NFL teams are scoring at least 17 points.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be Seattle 33,
Okay.
Giants 17.
Okay. Yeah. I
So what
like
is
it.
that? 50 points. So I think it's over the over under and above the 7-point favorites that we've got. So there you
There you
go. That's
go.
our Receipt
I like
Tuesdays
it.
episode. Any last second thoughts, questions, things you want to share before we roll out?
Nope. I think that sums it up. I'm gonna go turn on the TV and watch all the pregame stuff.
Well,
Make a margarita.
okay. Well, I hope your nose stops running and you're able
Thank you.
to enjoy that margarita.
Yeah.
I've already been sipping on some espresso martinis this morning.
All
I
right.
popped
Very
some
good.
champagne, had some mimosas,
Nice.
and
That
about
sounds
ready
really
to
good.
probably jump into some Bacardi Cokes this afternoon. So I got the guys coming over playing poker this evening, so
All
that'll be fun.
right.
Yeah. All right, that's for Vega Sailor. My name is Aaron, Native Seahawk. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for the next episode of Receipt Tuesday as we break down the Seahawks Giants game and get us ready for Thursday. I'll be up there for that game, by the way, on Thursday, and
Oh,
I can't wait.
awesome. I'll be at
And I hope
work.
to God that it should be a really good game, hopefully. So,
I'm excited.
oh, all right, everybody,
All
go
right.
Hawks! Let's
Go
go get this
Hawks.
win.
Let's
Let's
do
go
it.
4-1. Let's go
Let's
four
go
and
get
one.
it. Go
All
get
right,
it. All
take
right.
care.